This is Anatomy of Success, and I'm your host, Steve Wohlenhaus. Welcome. Glad you joined us this week. Let's talk about quieting the negative voices in our head. And this is a big problem for a lot of people. Let's get started. Welcome to Anatomy of Success. If you're new, each week we talk about my 4 tenets of equanimity, which are better health, healthy relationships, healthy intimate relationships, and finding more satisfying work. If we can focus on those 4 areas of life, we improve our connections, our work, our health, mentally, physically, spiritually, and we really move in a direction of increasing happiness and life satisfaction by commandeering things we can control that are proven to help in those areas. Now, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our audio podcast, if you would, and then head over to weatherology.com. You'll find my Weatherology team, Weatherology mobile app, which I think you'll love. It's free. And then you can follow me on social media. Under About Us at the top of that page is where you'll discover those resources. Now, each of us conducts a conversation in our head that can enhance prospects for success or diminish those chances. The daily discourse we embrace can fuel positive thoughts that inspire favorable actions, or those conversations can become debilitating and result in stagnation. When we meander through our Instagram feed and start comparing our life to someone else, those voices start to intensify and create a cauldron of negative noise. Once negative noise starts to take hold, it's really easy to spiral out of control and create this bitterness and self-loathing. We feel inadequate. We lack confidence. Our self-esteem suffers. When we make constant social comparisons and allow that voice in our head, it becomes this dominant feature of our identity. This disturbing trend is the first step toward creating this negative narrative that never ends. We have to take control and alleviate the damage caused by those demons in our brain. And here are 10 things that will help us quiet that negative conversation in our head. Plan. Now, to make personal and professional improvements, we need to have a plan, preferably a realistic one. We have to set aside time each day to make our dream a reality. Make our goals priority by placing time on our calendar that is dedicated to that dream, and it's non-negotiable. Space. Let's create a space that becomes synonymous with our dream. If you want to write a book, find a place where you plan to write each and every day. Make that space sacred. When you enter that space, remarkable things begin to happen. Make that space inspiring and attach it to that goal of writing. Tiny steps. Don't underestimate the tiny steps when building a big dream. Each step matters, and those steps add up over time. The best way to beat procrastination is to start early and take responsibility in the form of taking steps each day that move us in the direction of achieving our goals. Start today by writing, using our example, and build on that every day. Steady. Time, patience, dedication are the keys to long-term success. Most people sprint from the starting blocks, then hit that wall as they run to the finish line or stumble. We have to pace ourselves and become realistic about what's required to build our dream. Strong, steady wins the race every time. I can. Most people get easily discouraged by obstacles, and they give up way too easily. In the process, the dialogue in our head turns negative. I can't. This will never happen. This is too hard. Each setback or mistake is a problem that needs to be confronted. It isn't an indictment of who we are. Process those negative feelings and start to reprogram our brain from a positive perspective. I can is a great place to start. Organize. Little details can start to get overwhelming. By organizing our life, though, and becoming more efficient at addressing daily details, we start to make room for bigger plans. When life feels organized, our capacity to take on bigger projects starts to expand. Confidence. Now, the only way to build genuine self-confidence is to start seeing ourselves very differently. Walk proud and communicate with conviction. We shouldn't operate under a false pretense, but we need to embrace an image of ourselves that's consistent with success. We have to stay focused on our dream and resist comparing ourselves to somebody else. Build our victories and gain confidence with each of those accomplishments. Surround. Many of us need to break away from negative influences in our life, toxic friends, superficial acquaintances that consume valuable time and serve no practical purpose. Forming new networks of successful people in our life helps reaffirm our ambitions, asking for advice, seeking help from quality people. Some will say no, but a few will answer the call. Let's take the time to surround ourselves with excellence every day. Accountable. Do what's required to remain accountable to yourself. If your goal is to get fit, do what's necessary to ensure our goal comes to fruition. Find friends or a group of people that hold us accountable and then honor those commitments. Learning to make commitments and sticking with our personal promises, now that's a key to success. Flexible and focused. We need to be committed to our dreams, but flexible in how we approach those dreams. Challenges are going to arise. Obstacles are going to appear. Having the ability to finesse around those hurdles, that's essential. However, we need to stay focused and unrelenting in our resolve. Learning to work around impediments, but adhere to our objectives, now that's imperative. So let's stay focused, but flexible and agile in how we approach our big dreams. Hope you benefited from this conversation on 10 things we can improve to help make our dreams a reality. I'm Steve Wohlenhaus. This is Anatomy of Success. Come back again next week. Until then, let's stay focused, let's stay positive, and let's stay optimistic.